Okay, I made a mistake. I got to this part where we first choose where we first want to go in the very beginning, and I forgot who said what. I remember Spirit was this. Huntress was this. I think this is the yacht for sure, so I'm pretty sure this is Trappers, because I'm not happy I have to date Trapper. I'm really not, but I need to find information, I think, so yeah. How about the yacht? Perfect! You obviously have a modicum of taste and good judgment. At least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Hold on. Oh yeah, and then they do that. And yacht again. Okay, so I've never been here before at all, so Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns the boat either. Clearly, you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life, like steel sticking out of my bulging muscles, making me look like a crocodile person. Unfortunately, though, this means those uncouth heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure that the help wash it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a genial host, but what he said isn't even the worst thing about his comments. He said he made them in front of everyone else, loudly. They're used to it at this point, though, so it's time to get to the good stuff. Eating. As the guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's a menu. What do you want served? Okay, so I'm guessing he wants meat, because I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Raw, simple, tasty, maybe a little risky if it's beef carpaccio all the way from me. And I'm sure a group with such particular taste will all surely love it. Great choice. It's my favorite. Sometimes it's too cold to... Huntress is not here. She's invisible right now. That's not one of her abilities in the game. I don't know why she's invisible. Sometimes it's too cold to start the fire. So you eat what you can, how you can. Gross. Not just meat, but raw meat? Will you be wearing a fur coat throughout the meal, too? No, it's far too warm for that. But there's some fun with the slippers. As far as arrival trades food, as everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy, please, for our sake. That catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else? I'm all set, but thanks for the great service. I mean it. Fantastic. Wow, no one ever thanks us for anything. Thank you. I'll thank you kindly for never speaking out loud to my guests without being spoken to first. Now scram! Yeah, I don't like Trapper. Not at all. Now that the help is gone, the killers, killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today, anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know, that lacks a bit of punch. Sticking with killers, the killers have begun to hover around you. They seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith. He seems to be staying in the corner of the room, deftly avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who will you allow to steal you away for a quick second? These. You make eye contact with Trapper and he immediately pushes the others aside, just slaps them all away. You already show promise as a prospective mate. Therefore, I'd actually like to get to know you better. A prospective mate. I really hate this. So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on the island. No one else knows about it, except everyone who knows about it. Because everyone knows about everyone else's private little getaways. They just pretend that we don't, because it makes us feel better. It's time to die in. It's time to die for. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all of life's many bounties. It's the cave. It's your cave, isn't it, Trapper? It's that Trapper cave that I've been to on several other occasions. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it will piss everyone else off. You chose me. I always like to remind them who's really in charge around here. Oh yeah, and also that part about getting to know you better. That's it's important too. I guess. Everyone, put down your appetizers. I'm bored and on my yacht. That's unacceptable. Declan. Yes, sir? Oh, it's just whatever D name is whatever Dwight is. Prepare a libation. Something that will impress our new guest. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure we're both boozy and we got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan, Carla, I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Daryl and Christina. You know those two? Maybe they work on that other island. You, Taco, remember ready your mouth hole. Well, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. Well, undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. The minigame is coming, but the success or failure of your quest may very well depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. I'm gonna save. And I know I've done this before. Ready. Party never stops. Shots. Okay. At least we can see it. Perfect. Oops. Is someone like tossing the drink over me and going like chug 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 chug? Is that what's happening? Ah, shoot. The whole amnesiac thing is already a lot to take in without also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it, so it's not unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only matched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks? The pressure to perform? The rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame, too. Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Nope. Nope. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. Oh yeah, this is very much the same as what we've dealt with. Go away! Go away! All these little sound effects of things that are happening, and then they're arguing about their weapons and all of that, and then okay. Ah. Yeah. Oh, so she likes it if I only fail with a couple of things, okay. Sorry. Watching me, judging me. Always watching, always judging. And we go black. Oh, Trappers! Okay, yeah, of course, so we're already on Trappers route. Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there, passing out like that. Thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. Thanks, I guess? Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you, though. So I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up, and I brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted, and honest can't also be thoughtful? Don't answer, because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy. Killed by a boar? Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet. So I'm here to talk to you, like a regular human person thing. And right now I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too, forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating. But I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out here. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone else on the island. But there's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. You watch as the trapper reaches into a singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Would you like to see it? Yes. Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited you're ready to share this with me. Trapper does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope. Trapper looks at you, piercing look through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. So the things are really heating up. Your flurry of footsteps behind you, and oh yeah, this happens. Yeah. And now it's campfire time. And then story time. And yep. I choose you, Trapper. No Pokemon. Yes, of course you want to hear my story. It's a good one, and an old one too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm gonna get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend. He's always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But when the slightly younger and slightly smaller boy finished, his father responded, stone-faced, "No, sorry. It's best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town and they'd all think him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or be spotted on the path, so instead he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they often sat in during rainstorms, or when they didn't want anyone to see them trading interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it. The sound and odor wafting along the pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay. I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday, you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on. Trapper looks angry. The muffled tears stopped in the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness and now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night, he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day, he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. "Hey, what are you doing here?" he asked the Judas. Oh no, the Judas asked him. Sorry, the voice is confused. "Nothing. Out hunting squirrel and sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. Hope you're okay. Can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, truly unthinkable," answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around." Before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. "I'm gonna climb this tree." he said. I'm gonna make it all the way to the top. The hell you are! No one can do that, and definitely can't do it by themselves. He had him. I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt. I'm not afraid. He's afraid, replied the friend, now seething with shame with his own rage. Oh, forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you. You'll see, I'm not afraid. So the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they ever had before. And they continued to climb. But whether they would have reached the top will never be known, because the turncoat, the boy who had made his father lie for him, fell before he'd make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one, after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. This was an accident, tragic for sure, but nothing more. Of course. A month later, though no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call staying quiet after that. Silence is really the best at a time like this. Shit. What about you, Taco? What did you think of my tale? Now that's a story. Yes, it is. What? Guess you liked that response. He's handing you a gold coin. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split. Gold. He gave me a coin for. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sure. We'll just go with this. Yeah. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. Oh God. I'm skipping past this. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, and the trapper comes back and now we're going in the pool. Sorry, I skipped over that. I didn't want to listen to Trickster. I also don't want to listen to Trapper. Right, temperature for an evening dip. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. It's definitely weird. Even though the blood isn't washing off of his hands. Ever. At all. Okay, the small bubbles rising up in the water around him may have something to do with that. Look. Taco, I didn't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. Now though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What was its real purpose? Vengeance? To show how vengeance leads you down a dark path. Interesting. And illuminating. Trevor stares at you for only a moment before looking up at the stars. He turns back to you and stares for way too long. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time it becomes quite romantic, and then, as it keeps going on, it becomes downright horrifying. Chill runs down your spine. Fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait, me. I meant me. Trapper throws his cleaver at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he even hiding that? More importantly, what do you think of his little clever toss? I guess I should laugh, because he would like that. Haha, you see how scared they both look? That was amazing. Serves the servants right. Clever wordplay. You're alright by me. Another coin? Why am I getting coins? Oh, ew, I don't want this one. He can keep it. Feel the toast tingling as temperatures drops. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. Mind if I snuggle up your way? Yes. I do mind. So, before we spend too much time watching you sit there all alone trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life, I figured we'll let you know it's time for bed, and you're kind of the last person out enjoying facilities, so, well, the thing is, you see, can't really get our night started until yours ends. Pack it up! And then we sleep by the fire. Because of course we do. Are you being led to your demise by an untrustworthy narrator? Hey, wait a second. I swear to you that you're not. Come on, you gotta trust me a little more than you trust Trapper. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight.